What's up, everyone, and welcome to tonight's cast. Hopefully you can hear me. I haven't used this in a while. Tonight we have Phoenix Rising Amethyst versus WeThePepegas, NGS Season 9 Division E matchup. I'm excited about this one. It's not going to be a biased cast, I swear. Afreya, thank you so much for the raid. And Puff, spam in viewers, sure. Sounds like a plan. Quickly, let's go over the map picks and bans so we can get into the lobby and get into this first game. All right, so what we have here is that the coin flip was decided that Phoenix Rising Amethyst would choose the map. They banned Volskaya and Braxis, and WeThePepegas banned Towers of Doom and Cursed Hollow. And we will be heading to Dragonshire for this first game in a best of 3. Super excited about it. Let me see what's going on with the lobby. And yeah, how are you guys doing? Just in the lobby now. Really have nothing to talk about other than this is my first solo cast for Season 9. I do cast Game of the Week every Thursday on the NGS channel with Murda. And this week we have Team Happy Cloud versus Beast Coast. Definitely something you want to check out. Just letting them know that I'm ready. All right, just waiting. Waiting forever. I will say there is not complete portrait synergy, which is a little alarming and confusing, but let's get into it anyway. Dragonshire. Ooh, what's that black box over there? Let me just get rid of that. All right. Dragonshire, one of my least favorite maps, but a map that we see pretty often, has a very important solo lane where typically you'd want to pick or ban a Rexar here, it feels. But really holding that down will allow your team to rotate from mid to bottom, capitalizing on the objectives that are in the bottom lanes, such as the siege camps and the bruiser down there. The first ban that we're going to see coming out from the side of WeThePepegas will be ETC. Definitely a strong tank right now, someone that can catch people in the rotations and displace them. Really set up some blow up. I wonder if Phoenix Rising Amethyst has done their homework and we will see any target bans, or if we're just going to see typical bans. Okay. So it looks like maybe they've looked at Afreya's profile. I am familiar with the fact that she has a pretty high level Oriole. Doesn't really play it much anymore. Puff, thanks for spamming the emotes. Zul, definitely a good ban. Really tough to go against in the solo lane. Who will the second ban be for Phoenix Rising? And that is Kael'thas. All right. Well, that leaves this first pick open for Pepegas to pick up really whatever they'd like, and it will be Battle Hills Johanna. Just waiting for these pickups here. See a Lucio picked up. And a Deathwing. It was not banned. It is picked up. All right. Don't know if that was just because it was available or if they actually play that. But he does have a global presence. He is a big body wherever he's at. We see Luchamite pick up Greymane and Durlock picking up Leoric. Excited about these picks. What's up, NyQuil? Welcome. Final ban for the side of Phoenix Rising Amethyst will be a Li Ming. Okay. Alright, so something that maybe they just don't like playing against, not necessarily something that I think that WeThePepegas have in their back pocket to pick up here. So we are now at the final ban for the side of WeThePepegas, and they ban Rexar. Interesting. So if this is a 4-man Deathwing, it's definitely a good ban. Not sure though. But we'll never know. Just kidding, we will when we get into the game. Alright, Stitches picked up as the main tank, and Jaina as that bursty mage that we always look for in games where you want to kill people quickly. Final 2 picks. Who will they be? Freya picks up her Rhaegar. And Chelsea picking up Asmodan. All right. Now we have a Junkrat on the other side, often used on this map for point control, zoning, poke. Chat, whose draft do you like better? Let me know. We're about to get into this game 1. I don't know which draft I like better. All right, we are in the match. Game 1 in a best of 3. Phoenix Rising Amethyst on the blue side playing on their team. Sparhawk on Lucio. Yahtzee playing Junkrat. Sius on Jaina. HK Bear on Stitches and Sidearm playing Deathwing. And on the red side playing for WeThePepegas, we have Durlock on Leoric. Chelsea playing Asmodan. Battle Hill on Johanna, Lucha playing Greymane, and a Freya on Rhaegar.
Let the battle begin.
And here we go. Looks like Deathwing is the solo laner. Chelsea immediately throwing out a Q for some stacks. And there is a hook onto Luchamite with the totem thrown down by a Freya, but Concussion Mine displaces Lucha, and he is just getting poked down by that Junkrat, and that is the first kill of the game. Nothing will stop Pepegas though. Freya has started rotating and she has cleared this lane, but is in a sticky situation. Rotating, trying not to get caught, which leaves Battle on the concussion mine blasted back, but Jaina is getting kind of damaged by that Asmo laser, but not really killed. First shrines will be active in 15 seconds. Siege camps are up and blue team has already made their way to theirs, picking that up pretty quickly. We the Pepegas have opted instead to go for their bruiser camp. Sorry, there seems to be a little bit of lag in the game. Not sure why. Yeah, not sure what is happening. I apologize. But Phoenix Rising Amethyst is able to channel both of the shrines with Stitches mid with a minion attacking him. But fortunately for Pepegas, Red was able to capture that top shrine with Battle here on bottom with the constant harassment on not only Lucio but Junkrat. Freya is rotating in. Greymane's mid looking at possibly picking up this Dragon Knight, but Jaina is here to put a stop to that. With this bruiser camp pushing top, it really gives Durlock the stability to be able to hold this point for a little bit, which leaves a little bit of time for Phoenix Rising Amethyst to do something down here. It is a 3v3 with Greymane remaining mid. Venus, thank you so much for the gifted subs. Alright, blue is taking control over this point. Durlock has rotated down mid, but is deciding to go back top. Deathwing is now channeling the top shrine, which will open the Dragon Knight up for the blue team, but Jaina is just a little bit too low, and now we see the Pepegas have taken control over bottom once more. Battle Hill very low on mana, low on health, and there was a kill onto Jaina, so all we need to see is Durlock capture top point, Pepegas pick up bottom here, and Greymane channel middle. But without the mana, there's not really much Pepegas can do as far as fighting is concerned. Let's take a look at talents while we wait. Just the usual tussle happening. I will say though that Phoenix Rising Amethyst is getting awfully low. Stitches really has no mana whatsoever and has to rely on his auto attacks, which is not going to last for long as the totem is thrown down and he is slowed, having to back up. Does he have tap? Will he have to back? Oh, Chelsea getting that Q, interrupting him. But this is going to allow Greymane to possibly kill Jaina and channel, or just fight here back and forth for a while. Level 7s have been picked up for Pepegas. They are ahead in that aspect. But with the stalemate happening bot, they're taking this opportunity to push the structures just a little bit. Junkrat has traded spots with the Jaina and now is the one poking, setting down a trap. Chelsea has rotated mid in hopes of possibly getting this Dragon Knight, but he's gonna have to hurry because blue is capturing bottom once more and there is a fight between Deathwing and this Leoric top lane. And Chelsea has rotated top to assist, while Lucio has also made his way up here. Let's take a look at bottom lane to see where we're at with these team fights. Deathwing coming down to bottom lane, looking to engage. This is a 3v4 now. Chelsea arriving, but this Q damage from the Deathwing is a lot for Battle to handle. He had to use his tap. He will land in this trap, and he is on this point ready to take it back. Leoric is top versus Lucio. I am very interested in that fight. However, I will not click there because I kind of want to see what's going to happen mid. Level 9.5 for We the Pepegas. close to 10s. Will they wait? Will they be able to capture this before then? What are we looking at? Looks like Junkrat has gone down bottom lane. And that's a pretty good pick for them. It's 2v3 bot. This is safe for them to just stay down here. Jaina is getting low. I don't think Lucio can actually take this back from Leoric. They definitely will fight over it for a bit. The Jaina did fall bottom lane. And Lucio, surprisingly, is gonna have to leave. He's taking quite a bit. Leoric will chase him down just a little. Zone him out. Deathwing is kind of postured down here, rotating top, possibly in the sky. But with all of that being said, WeThePepegas do capture the first Dragon Knight of the game. And they are pushing this tower mid lane, possibly looking to get this well, or maybe just the wall and rotate bot. Chelsea is meeting up with Lucha in the Dragon Knight. And no, it looks like they are staying here. Lucha deciding to punt the Stitches back while there are not only a few members of the team, but also the Bruiser camp pushing this bottom lane. And this is a really good push for WeThePepegas. Level 10s are picked up for both teams. Leoric and Deathwing are still top lane, and this Dragon Knight's about to fall, but WeThePepegas have more health, and my game lagged out, so I could not see how Lucio died. But it looks like Stitches may be the next one if he does not back up. The concussion mine does blast Lucha back, and he is taking so much damage from this tower that he also falls. And that is probably the end of what they can do down here, but that concussion mine keeping battle back chunks his health even further. And yeah, that Q will take this fort. Excellent play by WeThePepegas, as they will now rotate to their siege camp. Freya standing on that. Battle Hill just really anchoring in this bush. There's quite a bit going on top lane as far as experience is concerned. 13's on the horizon for WeThePepegas. And Durlock is just rotating up on the side of Phoenix Rising Amethyst, looking to see what he can do, which is just chill. Now Bruisers being picked up by both teams. Bottom is just really dominated by WeThePepegas at this point. Blue team was able to get their Bruiser out a little bit faster. Just Lucio down here bottom to defend against the siege camp and a pretty large wave. Looks like the fight may be heading top. Lucha is sitting in this bush with Battle, looking at clearing this Bruiser. Freya and Chelsea also rotating up. Looks like they want to open up this top lane, really help Durlock out here by getting this fort down as well.
Control both shrines.
Shrines are up. Blue team is on to their strategy here of poking down this structure. Pepegas and Phoenix Rising Amethyst are on the same talent tier. Leoric has instead shifted to the bottom lane to channel that objective point, and Pepegas have this Dragon Knight if someone were already mid to channel that. But instead we're seeing this fight with a massive amount of damage coming out onto Sparhawk, with a Freya just snarling in like an animal, throwing out, I believe, Bloodlust, as HK Bear is trying to get away with the totem put down, so he's awfully slowed, with a lot of damage coming out from Chelsea as well. Sidearm doing his best to get some zoning damage with this Q, but Pepegas still have this if Durlock is able to channel. Yahtzee over here trying to stop him. Concussion mines and traps for days. Pepegas still have full objective control. Stitches is, however, stepping onto this bottom point, but there is a fight mid, and that is a dead Junkrat. Excellent job by Leoric, not allowing him to get out. And they're just gonna rotate down and possibly look at the Stitches or getting this point. Freya alone. Blue has both sides now, but Johanna and Luchamite on the gray main are mid. I think that is Stitch's cue to leave.
Hero slain.
And while that all happened, Deathwing did die. All Durlock needs to do is stand on that point, and either Lucha or Battle will need to channel this Dragon Knight, and this will go over to WeThePepegas as they are talent tier 16 and really zoning out any members from joining. And here is the second Dragon Knight into the hands of WeThePepegas. There is a Bloodlust coming out. Sparhawk going in pretty deep towards the team, having to drop his ultimate. Bear with the Gorge onto a Freya, who drops her totem and goes into wolf form, running away. Will make it out, but Lucio wants to chase her. Durlock is stopping that, and wow. Great communication by Pepegas. This Dragon Knight did manage to get this fort, but that is it for the Dragon Knight. Janna using her ice block, but dying anyway. Lucio also goes down, and Sidearm is standing in the middle of the entirety of WeThePepegas as they are on this quest to push the middle keep wall and towers. We just have Stitches here to defend. Not really much he can do. Top fort is gone, bottom fort is gone. And this is an assault on the keep in middle lane by WeThePepegas. Level 16's not yet available for the side of Phoenix Rising Amethyst, and they had 4 members down until now, where Junkrat has rezzed, but can only really get some poke damage out. HK Bear a little low, trying to zone. Really can't do much, and that keep is gone. There are retreat pings. And that was an excellent Dragon Knight phase by the side of WeThePepegas. Lucha was spotted top lane and will try to make his way out. Pepega's rotating up to be with their teammate. And blue team is on their siege camp, or on their bruiser rather, trying to get anything that they can out on this map. Level 19 advantage for WeThePepegas. Not advantage, but they're level 19. 3 levels ahead. Picking up bottom bruiser as well as the bruiser on their side. Looks like Moonster, rather Chelsea, is here, possibly going to rotate to help the Greymane clear mid, go to siege, I don't know. Do something macro with the team. Instead, we see Battle and a Freya step on the siege camp and pick that up. Red team has a very dominant positioning on this map with quite a few macro objectives and nearly level 20. All 5 members of Phoenix Rising Amethyst are bottom lane. Just Luchamite here at this time. There is a 3-man rotation from mid with Chelsea, Freya, and Battle. They do have level 20s. I did hear Cursed Bullet come out, and Deathwing has used Cataclysm into a sticky spot where Pepegas were rotating, and that is a kill onto him. An Entomb used as the Lucio is trying to get away will secure that kill. Excellent job. And here's the Bloodlust and a Condemn onto HK Bear on the Stitches. He's trying to run away but cannot make it. The Concussion Mine maybe saved Yahtzee's life. He set down a trap, but they are bloodthirsty. This Jaina will not make it after her ice block is up. She is dead as well. And Pepegas have that bruiser pushing top lane and are now bottom, assaulting this keep. Maybe not even considering the Dragon Knight and instead looking at attacking the core. Blue team still doesn't have level 20 and this core is at 65%, 50, 40%. And this is gonna be a win for WeThePepegas, game 1 in a best of 3 over Phoenix Rising Amethyst. GG. Wow. I'm gonna say something because I've been following WeThePepegas for quite some time. They've literally cut their game time on this map in half. They did an excellent job at communicating, keeping themselves busy, and really not having any downtime whatsoever. Grats to them. I'm gonna update the score. Excellent job. Okay, let's look at these stats a bit more. 3 kills to 15 in favor of WeThePepegas. Rhaegar, played by Freya, getting 2 kills herself with 0 deaths. Asmo, 3. Johanna, 2 as well. Greymane, 4. And Leoric, 4. One of my favorite plays of that game was the Entomb laid down to kill that Lucio as he was trying to leave bottom lane. It really set the pace for ending the game out, and it was crazy. The way that Pepegas played this was just very overwhelming, I'm sure, for Phoenix Rising Amethyst. And I'm excited to get into the next one, so let me get into this lobby. All right, so WeThePepegas picked the map, and we are going to be heading to, I'll let you know as I update it. Okay, slowly. Boom, we are going to Tomb of the Spider Queen, picked by WeThePepegas. And they also took that first win on Dragonshire, picked by Phoenix Rising Amethyst. They're trying to get me to play, and I'm good, don't want to play. Durlock saying, get me out. So anyway, thank you guys for hanging out. Sorry, my cast is a little slow tonight. It's always weird to just like randomly pick up a game and be like, I'm gonna cast this, and then solo cast, have to talk to yourself the whole time. So the fact that you guys are, you know, interacting a little bit in chat really helps out. I want to take this opportunity to thank Epic Sanchez for following. I'm gonna let them know that I'm ready. Oh, hold on. Pretty sure I typed ready. Oh, I must have. Here we go. Into the draft, Tomb of the Spider Queen. I love this map. Love it so much. It is kind of like the opposite of Dragonshire in the sense that solo lane is bot and you do mid to top rotations. There's an aggressive way to play this map. There's a passive way to play this map, and I found that the aggressive way is really what gets that W here. Thank you, Epic Sanchez, thank you. You really want to draft heroes that can grant vision for your team, interrupt the rotation of the opposite team, and just clear the waves really quickly to get those gems for turn in. The first ban on the side of Phoenix Rising Amethyst was KT, and we see the Zul ban from WeThePepegas. Now we have a Deathwing ban coming out from Phoenix Rising Amethyst. Who will this final ban be? Curious if it would be a Johanna ban. Instead, it's an Orphea ban that seems pretty targeted. Okay, I had a feeling that Johanna would be picked up and taken from battle, which is why I was maybe speculating they'd ban it. However, they did not, so we will see Johanna instead played by Sidearm and Luchamite picking up that Greymane once more, but Battle, not concerned, picking up ETC, which is also good here, especially in those aggressive rotations. Setting up an opportunity for your team to maybe get some kills. Next two picks. Will we see the Jaina again? Instead we see a Phoenix and an Arthas. Alright, so we have what appears to be our offlaner as well as a damage dealer in the 4-man. Interesting pickup by Yahtzee with the Phoenix. Sexy. The sombrero. It looks like my emote is passed out on this Cinco de Mayo. I should have found those fake mustaches I had from a few seasons ago and put one on. Lucio being banned this time by WeThePepegas, not really wanting to have to deal with his sound barrier. And again, this Oriole is being banned, which really leaves a Freya open and available to play her two favorite healers lately, either Rhaegar or Malfurion. Depending on what they're trying to do, she may go for Malfurion for the roots. But she's really been stuck on the Rhaegar. His totems can be very valuable here. And there it is. And Chelsea getting the Jaina this time. I'm loving the comp from WeThePepegas this time. All that's missing is possibly the Leoric from Durlock. It hasn't been banned, and I can't imagine Phoenix Rising Amethyst picking up another bruiser tank hero. I stand corrected. They pick up Uther as solo healer, as well as a bruiser tanky type of healer or hero. And Durlock does get his Leoric. I didn't really have an opinion on which draft I liked better last game, but I am 100% in favor of WeThePepegas draft here. The blinds from Cassia will be annoying. The stuns can also be annoying from Uther, as well as his ultimate if he does go Divine Storm. And the tight choke points that we see on this map can just be rough, but I don't know. If WeThePepegas just rotate, get gems, turn in, and push, and blow people up, it could be another quick game. That's what I'm hoping to see from either side. As this loading screen is going, I'm going to switch to a different overlay, and we will get into it. All right, game 2 in a best of 3, season 9 NGS Division E matchup. Phoenix Rising Amethyst versus WeThePepegas on the blue side. Playing for Phoenix Rising Amethyst, we have Yahtzee on Phoenix, Sparhawk playing Uther, HK Bear on Cassia, Sidearm on Johanna, and Cius playing Arthas. And on the red side for WeThePepegas, we have Chelsea playing Jaina Luchamite on the Greymane, Battle Hill on ETC, Afreya on Rhaegar, and Durlock on Leoric. Both teams coming mid lane. Leoric kind of waiting maybe to see if he can be a part of a gank here. Excellent vision granted to this lane by WeThePepegas and all the bushes. Battle picking up that globe, ensuring that this lane will be cleared and rotating up with his team to top lane. Once the gems are picked up, red team is just rotating back to middle, and blue is also following suit. They're just a little behind. WeThePepegas are taking the initiative and getting here first. What's up, Cyber? How are you? Let's take a look bottom lane while these two teams rotate mid to top. Durlock pushing in. Half of Arthas's health missing. Arthas will have to wait for this wave to meet him to clear it safely. And Durlock is taking this opportunity to possibly just rotate. Nope, he's coming back down. Yeah, this Arthas really can't do anything but step back and wait for that wave to come to his wall and heal off of it. Bruiser Camp was picked up by the side of Phoenix Rising Amethyst, and that is pushing mid as WeThePepegas are going to wait to possibly clear that up. Wait for it to move back towards them. Greymane did pick up the Bruiser Camp though. Sneaky move, was there pretty much by himself. And yeah, that's going to be a bruiser sent out in mid lane with Phoenix Rising Amethyst having to pick it up. About 25 gems, close to that for both teams at this time. And we're just in the rotational way of this map. I don't know. Something clever about what's a good term? Rotational. I don't know. Let's come up with something and I'll use it. Ooh, WeThePepegas looking to possibly rotate down for a gank onto Arthas. Maybe pick up the siege camp. Maybe both. There are 4 members down here. Durlock's still showing in lane. I'm almost certain Arthas was able to see them. Looks like Jaina and Rhaegar are the ones picking up this siege camp. And again, Pepegas are at it. Oh, but speaking of Pepegas, Greymane is the first to go down top lane. Pepegas, says Puff. Sidearm coming in onto Afreya, who drops a totem down to get away. And we are just back. Thank you, CyberD. ETC using Power Slide to just make his rotation a little bit faster. He dismounts for the kill of 1 minion. Now he can't mount up because there's a cooldown on that. But he is rotating to get these 7 gems turned in, which will leave 3 gems left for the side of WeThePepegas to have this objective. And those are in the hands of Greymane, but I don't think Phoenix Rising Amethyst wants them to have it. Both teams have level 7 at this time. Both teams have turn in. And we could see some spicy stuff here. Sparhawk able to possibly channel. And while all of that was happening, we have a Webweaver phase for the side of WeThePepegas, as they are here with this wave pushed up and ready for the Webweavers to drop in. Ooh, Afreya getting stunned, but Battle using Face Melt to knock back the blue team. And Pepegas are maybe deciding to push mid instead. Sidearm coming down here alone into the middle of 3 members of WeThePepega with this Web Weaver. Not necessarily the safest. He will take the damage from this Web Weaver, and he's going back in, guys. The rest of the team is with him, though. And that middle Web Weaver will be taken out. Does this mean we see this rotation onto bottom? Yes, it does. Top will not be pushed whatsoever. And Battle trailing behind to zone out the rotation from the blue team. Slides right through the middle of Cassia and Johanna, and we do see the kill onto that Cassia. This is the end of the Web Weaver phase, but Sidearm will also die here. Excellent engage. Leoric goes down, but I think it's pretty worth it. And now Pepegas are back to their rotations, back to getting gems, most likely looking at getting 10s. If we do see the turn in, which it looks like we will, unless Durlock is about to come to life. We see the turn in. Pepegas will have 10s before Phoenix Rising Amethyst. So they may be able to get a bit done before these Web Weavers drop. Level 10's picked up. We do see Mosh, Water Elemental, and Tomb. Oh, and there is an accidental Mosh, it appears. Go for the Throat also picked up. And level 10s will now be picked up for the side of Phoenix Rising Amethyst with literally like 1 minion kill somewhere in a lane. Let's take a look at the talents at this point. Jaina is now done with her Globe Quest. We're looking at about 3,200 on her baseline quest. But guys, that Web Weaver phase is over. Pepegas did a great job of clearing that up. No structures were harmed. And now 4 members are down here bot for WeThePepegas, but it is a 4v5. Now a 5v5. Here comes the Bloodlust. And just a stun onto Battle Hill is kind of devastating, but instead we see the Uther and the Cassia go down. Durlock taking a lot of damage, but throwing the Entomb with CS just getting caught in it. Phoenix finally using his escape, and Durlock is just playing with this team, looking to get these kills, hanging on by a thread. And Subdue has been completed by Johanna, but she does die. What a time to be alive. To see a Subdue quest completed. Holy moly. Alright, Pepegas have over 70 gems. They are almost level 13. They did an excellent job at fighting. What we need to see from Phoenix Rising here is for them to possibly not let Pepegas get turn in. Looks like Greymane is wanting to pick up this Bruiser camp and possibly get a Web Weaver phase with level 13, which would be really strong. They may continue to prioritize mid lane, but I would suspect that possibly they're going to look at top this time instead, as mid lane will have to be dealt with regardless, and it's pretty much a free fort. We see Battle and a Freya here, but hold on, what's this fight happening? Alright, and Pepegas are already melting this top fort. Leoric does die bottom lane. But this is a fort gone just as the Web Weaver drops from the sky. And the experience keeps rolling in with these structures going down for WeThePepegas. Looks like they're rotating to mid lane. Sidearm is the person under attack here, having to use her trait to get out, but Welly is under just constantly pursuing this Johanna, and she is almost dead. Excellent zoning with that Water Elemental by Chelsea. There was nothing Johanna could do but run. Mr. Born to Shine, the reward is literally the number 1 next to the icon for the Q button. Yeah. All right, well, Phoenix Rising Amethyst does have turn-in once again, but WeThePepegas are just staying on top of their macro game. Not only did they capture the Bruiser camp that belonged to the side of Phoenix Rising Amethyst, they took the opportunity to pick up this bottom siege camp. Leoric is keeping eyes on top turn-in point, and Pepegas are bottom, possibly turning in what they have. Durlock is pinging for help as HK Bear on that Cassia is going out for him, but the water elemental comes out, and here's a massive mosh. Cassia and Johanna just drop, and that was a 3-man entomb with Sparhawk the next target. Phoenix having to use escape to get away, and that is a kill onto Uther. This is a boss call for WeThePepegas. They are 15.5, almost level 16. Surely Durlock will get that for them as bottom siege camp is pushing and is going to have to be dealt with by Phoenix. 3 members down for the side of Phoenix Rising Amethyst. And there are level 16s. They are pushing this top lane with the boss. Neither team has enough for turn in. A huge power slide onto Cassia, who is displaced with that face melt. And the totem being dropped down was not quite enough as Cassia was cleansed. But I don't think they're giving up. They do have enough for turn-in. WeThePepegas do, and it looks like they're going to let this boss ride out, do its thing, and get another turn-in with this level 16, unless they aren't. Instead, they're assaulting the middle keep towers and walls. And wall, rather. They do have turn-in, though. With this level 16, they can choose to fight. They do have all of their cooldowns up. They're rotating down here bot. Even if contested by the blue team, they have quite a few powerful things going on their side. But they just get the web weavers, and here they come. Is this the game-ending web weaver push for WeThePepegas? Will Phoenix Rising Amethyst get level 16 and wipe WeThePepegas and turn this game around? Sparhawk caught out and just deleted out of existence in his rotation. Pepega's rotating top lane with their web weavers. And this Arthas has over 30 gems on his body, as this is a full assault. Level 16's not even picked up yet as Syndragosa comes out, but also we hear Bloodlust come out, and that is an instant deletion of Cassia, with Luchamite just standing, fighting this Arthas with the Welly, zoning out both tanks, and that is top keep down for WeThePepegas as they push in. There is a mosh onto the Johanna, and that is a dead Johanna with the core coming out, putting so much damage on Pepegas. That is terrifying. Freya does go down, and this core is at 89%, but being clustered like that definitely costs them a little bit of push pressure. Level 16s were picked up by the side of Phoenix Rising Amethyst, and Pepegas want to stay so badly, but I do not think it's a good idea. They do not have a healer. They are very low on health. There is still a web weaver bottom lane. Holy moly. Puff saying, I'm getting hungry watching this feast. All right, well, that will definitely be an opportunity for the side of Phoenix Rising Amethyst to turn in, possibly get this bruiser out as well. Freya is up in 6 seconds, so if Phoenix Rising can't get their bearings and make a play, they're just going to continue to get pushed back. And it doesn't look like Pepegas are going to let them get the turn in. Durlock is near the top point, Battle Hill anchoring near the bottom. But being alone is a little risky here. They do not have 20s yet. Siege camp picked up in bottom lane by WeThePepegas, and battle is really just trying to zone. Water Elemental comes out again, and there is a massive Divine Storm with Bloodlust coming out of Blizzard, drop down to zone the members of the blue team, and just massive damage as Syndragosa is dropped down. Greymane does die, but so does Cassia as well as Uther. Durlock looking low, so is a Freya and Chelsea. A huge condemn, but a slide by Battle going through two members of Phoenix Rising saves his team. And now Phoenix Rising is having to back up, but Freya does not want to stop pursuing. She is rooted and is having to stop. Chelsea is just chasing after this Arthas. So is Durlock, and that is one dead Arthas, with Freya just taking so much damage. This is a 2v2 at this point, and that is a mosh interrupted by a condemn, and Yahtzee is having to back up with less than 300 health. Are they continuing to chase? The core is under attack and dropping pretty rapidly. Someone cue in the Benny Hill theme here. Holy moly. All right. Freya down for another 25 seconds. Turn-in no longer available to the side of Phoenix Rising Amethyst. Boss is up. Phoenix Rising still doesn't have 20s. Pepegas could just go for boss. Looks like that's what they are going to do. I love that I'm casting on a delay, so I see these reactions super delayed. And it's like, what did they just see? Was it the chase that you just reacted with? Pepega's getting a little lazy. All right, boss in tow. Pepegas are marching top lane with level 20s with this boss. Certainly, they've learned from their mistake on the core. Oh, and there is an Entomb that's kind of a whiff with the Blessed Shield coming out, but here is the Water Elemental with Luchamite taking a little bit of Chain Lightning, or rather the Bouncing Lightning thing, what's it called? From Cassia, knowing when to back up, and that's two members of Phoenix Rising down. Pepegas are here about to get Purification salvoed by this Phoenix who is fighting to the death to defend his core, but it is too late. That is GG, game 2 in a best of 3, going over to WeThePepegas, who have won this set. Excellent games. Excellent games. WeThePepegas grats. Let me update the score. Can't hold back that cluster of lusty red men. Interesting. I'm not sure what that means. All right, I am going to see if Freya wants to do an interview, and I will pull those talents up for you guys. And I will be having an interview with Freya, captain of WeThePepegas. Hello?
Hello.
Freya, hey, who are you? Just kidding. Hello, welcome. Congrats on the win. How do you guys feel?
We feel good.
Oh, that's
We feel good.
awesome. Yeah, you guys did a great job. What did you feel? How did you feel about their bands? I'm curious.
I was kind of confused. I haven't played Ariel in a long time.
Right, right. I was saying that during the cast. I was like, okay, it looks like they looked at your profile, but maybe not your match history, as you've been
Hmm.
spamming Rhaegar and Malfurion pretty much. Um,
For weeks now. Yeah.
Tell me what your comms sounded like. You guys looked super clean in both games with those macro objectives. Um, Tell me what it was like in
Our comms
comms.
always sound like a fiesta. I mean, we're all kind of screaming at each other, but we listen to Battle, who is our main shot caller. I mean, he carries us to victory.
Perfect. In the second game, when they picked up Johanna, was Battle already planning on going ETC?
We knew that they took first pick in order to take Johanna, because obviously Tomb of the Spider Queen is Johanna's map. But we were ready with the ETC.
Perfect. NyQuil is wanting to know how much family played into the game plan today. Family is capitalized in that question.
Family always plays into our gameplay. We're friends inside and out, so I mean, we met through HOTS, but we're a family unit when we play our matches.
Nice. I'm really bad at interviews, so
I am too.
Battle saying hashtag family plays into everything we do. It's weird because by profession, I interview for a living, right? But like, get me into an NGS after game interview, and I'm like, wait, hold on. So, anyway, I don't really have any specific questions, but I do want to give you the opportunity to say anything specifically or give any shout outs or, you know, put any threats out there for other teams. No, I'm kidding. But like, whatever you want to do here.
Well, I'd like to shout out my team. Obviously, we work together pretty well lately. Last match was a little rough for, I think it was for NGS, but we got some coaching from the one and only Paradox, and he's, I mean, given us a lot of stuff to go on. So we've made a lot of plays tonight off of that. It was
Nice.
really good.
What do you think your biggest play was tonight off of the coaching you received? Because I know that you just received those videos.
Actually, I don't think anybody on our team knew that the spiders decay on their own. Like, we just assumed that damage was being put on the spiders and they disappear because of the damage. So I'm not even joking. It was that bad. We looked at it and we were like, Paradox keeps saying this, but I don't understand. But so keeping our lanes pushed out today was a big play.
Wow. You guys are amazing. Look how quickly you guys win. Thank you, role players, for the subscription. Just doing an interview with the winners of this set. We the Pepegas, team captain Freya, right here. Okay, well, read my lips. Thank you, role players. All right, cool. So you learned about the decay. You kept the waves pushed out, and cool. Any other shout outs or things you want to say? Like I said, threats you'd like to generate towards other teams that may be on the lookout. Why do I have double chat? Anyway, go ahead.
We're coming for you. That's the threat.
Ooh, Pepegas are coming for you. Hey, I've said it since last season. You guys have the best team name. Today during Nexus Edge, I said Division E is the best. Pepegas will take it all. And I cast it from an unbiased place, but deep down in my heart, you guys know that you're my number ones. And I'm so happy you guys got this W. You've been working really hard. And yay, celebrate.
We will. We're gonna celebrate by going and playing Storm League.
Are you going to stream? I will send your viewers right back to you, plus some.
I guess I could turn it on, yeah.
All right, well, guys, if you want to check out We the Pepegas playing in their natural habitat, Storm League, stick around, and I'm going to send that raid over. But until then, Freya, grats again. I'm sure I'll talk to you guys. Battle, much love to you as well. Excellent job tonight. Durlock. You're great. All right, cool. Thanks, Freya.
Mhm.
All right, we will wait for her stream to get up, and I will talk to chat. What do you do for a living that you interview? I was in HR recruitment, hiring people for a living. I was thinking about streaming about that. Like over the past few days, because a lot of people are out of jobs, I was like, should I do a stream on how to interview? Like, would you guys be interested in learning about how to conduct yourself in an interview, how to answer interview questions by looking at a job description, what the competencies are that you need to focus on in your interview answers? Like, I don't know. If there's a want for it, I'll do it, because I could talk about that. It's just a different side of me. It's not Slexia. It would be me, the real person that isn't named Slexia, talking about what you can do to better your chances at landing a job based on your interview skills. So, I'd totally be down for that if you guys are. But it's also very boring depending on who you are. It's not boring to me, so I will literally talk your ears off. McLevin, you're saying yes? Okay. McLevin's enough for me. I guess I'll do it then. I don't know when, but okay. Not Paradox saying, when I was updating my resume, I looked up a bunch of studies which showed what features of resumes led to more hires or more people looking at resumes. It would be interesting to hear more about interviews. Yeah, I can go over resumes too, like a brief workshop, if you will. These are things I've been like brainstorming at night. Like, is Twitch the place to do it? Maybe not. But so many people, I mean, it's going to be a very competitive environment now when looking for a job. It was already competitive, right? Like, the top candidates would get the role, or the one that interviewed best would get the role. But now, literally everyone will be looking for the job. So what makes you stand out? And I can tell you from working in HR recruitment and reading hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of resumes, that legitimate corporations and companies do not use software that looks for words within your resume. That's a myth. And if they are using those, then we can work with that. But you're kind of screwed to begin with. And resumes don't need to be novels. They need to be basically like, let me use this as an example, and then we'll rate Freya if she's streaming. You know how you see actors and actresses, they have headshots, right? And it's just like a black and white photo. It's an 8 by 10 glossy. It's supposed to represent who they are in just one image. Like, oh, that's a comedian. You know, this guy is in black and white. He's got suspenders on and he has his thumb in one and he's smiling. Like, that's a comedian. Or this woman's looking off to the side like she looks very dramatic. Like, this is my, at a glance, like who this person is, visual assumption. With a resume, it's very similar. You want to be concise. We'll get into it. I'll do it. I've been thinking about it. I'll do it. Who wants to be someone to go through a mock interview with me, receive feedback and all of that? Because I was thinking about possibly doing fake interviews. But anyway, that would be my coaching, not Paradox, how to interview. Is Freya streaming so we can go there? Or like, am I just going to keep talking about HR stuff? She is. She is. And Hydropanic, it's really not about the buzzwords. It depends, though. It depends. Like in IT, a lot of it's about the buzzwords. A lot of it's about random, specific niche things. But in other areas, it's honestly just, it's about you fitting into the culture of an organization. But enough about that, although I really want to talk about it now, but I won't. I'm going to raid a Freya. This is a hot stream. And I'll think about doing the interview and resume stream. But yeah, let's go over to Freya. Wish her a hearty congratulations, and I will see you guys soon.